Allow your body to arrive where it already is. There is no need to change position. Let the surface beneath you hold your weight. Let your face soften. Allow your jaw to unclench. Breathe honestly. No forced patterns. Only the one that comes naturally when you stop giving instructions to yourself. There is nothing to do. There is nothing to fix. If you have a history of dissociation, psychosis, or severe trauma, consider practicing this with a trusted professional. This invitation is gentle and optional. You choose how far to go. You choose the pace. Begin by noticing the simple facts of your posture. Where do you feel contact with the chair or the bed? Where the skin presses into fabric? Where the body meets gravity? Sense the steady support beneath you. Let that sense of support become a quiet background. Let your breathing be the first thread you follow inward. Inhale as you naturally do. Exhale as you naturally do. No counting, no performance, just attendance. As you breathe, let your attention become kind. Noticing is not fixing. If thoughts move through, let them be like weather through a field. Clouds pass, the field remains. If sensations appear, tightness, warmth, a flicker of feeling, notice them as messages of the body, not as commands. There is nothing to achieve here. Permission is the practice. You are allowed to simply be. Bring your awareness to the rhythm beneath the surface, the quiet steadiness that exists even when the world feels noisy. Feel the weight of your head settling into the pillow or cushion. Notice the slight rise and fall of the chest. There is a steady background to your experience, an organizing hush under the chatter. See if you can find it with a soft curiosity. It may be a subtle sense of steadiness, like a low hum or a gentle tide. When your attention rests there, you are not looking harder. You are opening softer. Allow the breath to widen the middle of your chest just enough to make room. Let the belly soften around the inhale and ease a little with each outbreath. Your spine can be long and unmoving. Imagine length without strain. This is permission over effort. Let this be the tone of the journey, allowing rather than striving. There is nothing you must prove, no report to make. Presence is not performance. As your awareness settles, notice how the edges of your experience begin to shift. What used to be sharp becomes less urgent. Sounds outside the room may continue, but they visit as visitors do. Brief and passing. Inside, a space opens, subtle and wider than the usual margins. This is not imagining. It is noticing the margin between your ordinary attention and something calmer. Call it a background. Call it a stillness. Call it the space where so much of your life already takes shape. At the edge of that stillness, allow the idea of a veil to appear. It is not heavy or threatening. It is like a thin membrane of light and mist, a translucent curtain that marks a threshold, neither solid nor empty. The veil is more like an edge of perception than an object. It may shimmer with a soft warmth. It may be cool as early morning. Notice its presence as you would notice a doorway when you stand before a quiet room. There is no need to push at the veil. Stillness invites it to become permeable. You do not summon it. You do not call it. You simply rest in the willingness to be present. When attention is patient, the veil breathes with you. It listens. It does not test you. It is responsive to the quality of your being rather than to your doing. If something arises that feels overwhelming, you may step back into the steadiness you began with. Return your focus to the weight of the head, the contact of the body with the surface, the simple honesty of your breath. You are safe. You decide the distance you travel. As you linger near the veil, allow a sense of readiness to grow inside you. Quiet, unforced, like a small light that does not need to blaze. Readiness is not a loud announcement. It is a soft alignment of the nervous system, a settling of attention that says, perhaps, I am here. When your system rests in that alignment, the veil may thin. Not as a guarantee, only as a possibility. Perceptual edges can shift when you stop leaning away from them. On the far side of that thinness, there exists a space that is wide and circular, an expanse that feels held, a gentle amphitheater of light and quiet. Within that expanse, you might sense forms that carry presence more than personality. Some people describe them as tall and luminous. Others feel them as an ambient field of recognition. Words fall short here, so use them only as signposts. These presences are not there to instruct, to demand, or to judge. Their primary tone is acknowledgement. You may notice a sense of being seen that is different from being observed. This is recognition without critique. It is a simple acknowledgement of your presence that does not require explanation. Allow yourself to rest in being recognized. You do not need to perform or to hold up evidence. Recognition feels like someone in a room noticing you with the soft tilt of attention that says, "You are enough as you are." The council, if it is appropriate to use that word, is organized not as a jury, but as a field. Imagine a circle with a wide center, the edge of the circle glowing faintly. Figures, if they appear, stand like columns of light around that circle. They are separate, but part of the same field. They do not speak in words. Their communication is equality, steadiness, neutrality, an echo of calm that moves into your body without insisting on meaning. Do not expect messages or instructions. The meeting here is not about directives. It is about attunement. You may feel a gentle tuning inside your chest, a softening across the throat, a tiny expansion behind the eyes. These are somatic echoes of resonance. They are not data to decode, nor are they promises of prophecy. They are moments in which your nervous system remembers a different register of balance. If images come, shapes, colors, scenes, allow them to float without trying to pin them down. They are like leaves on a stream. You can watch them pass. You do not need to follow them. Likewise, emotions may arise. Allow them to be felt without busying yourself with explanation. Let them be responses, not tests. If unexpected feelings become strong, widen your attention to include your breath and the steady contact of your body with its support. That will help the nervous system modulate and return to its center. At times you may notice subtle physical shifts, a warm blooming behind the eyes, a pressure at the crown, a gentle spreading across the collarbones, or a slow softening in the belly. These sensations are ways the body integrates a quieter frequency. They are not instructions. They are not signs that you have to interpret. They are simply information from your nervous system letting you know it is shifting into alignment. Recognition here is nonverbal. You might experience it as a sense rather than a sentence. A quality of presence lands in your system. It may feel like a tuning fork set beside another. No words, just resonance. Allow that resonance to be enough. You do not need to add meaning. You do not need to explain it. Let the body register, and let the mind not hustle to translate. If curiosity tempts you to lean forward, or to seek proof, soften the impulse. See if you can rest without needing to extract a story from what is happening. Much of the depth in this practice comes from unrecorded attendance. Presence itself becomes the teacher. The council's role in this framing is to offer recognition that helps the nervous system find ease. It is a mirror of steadiness rather than a dispenser of advice. There is also a neutrality here that might feel unfamiliar. Neutrality does not mean indifference. It means absence of coercion. The field reflects you back, without adding its own demands. You are invited to notice that tone, and to receive from it what you need. Calm, steadiness, a slowness in the breath, without pressure to act. As the resonance settles, you may sense a gentle integration spreading through the body. Notice the subtle lengthening through the spine, as if a quiet line of energy hums from tailbone to crown. Feel the chest widen just a little, the shoulders soften, the belly relax more easily into its natural rhythm. This is not a fixing. It is a coming home. Your nervous system is remembering its capacity to rest. Allow images and feelings to continue as they wish. If something beautiful or strange appears, let it be a passing companion. If nothing appears, let that be enough too. There is no required result. Some nights the veil remains simply as a soft edge. Other nights the sense of counsel is clearer. Both are valid. Absence of vivid experience is not failure. It is part of the range. If at any point an unsettled feeling arises, return to the somatic anchors. The rounded weight of the breath, the contact of your feet or hands, the steady support beneath you. Bring your attention back to the basics. The rise and fall, the length in the spine, the gentle weight of the limbs. These things ground you. They remind your system that safety is accessible and present. When you feel ready to return, there is a gentle way back. You do not have to yank yourself from the field. You can simply notice the center of your own body and allow attention to gather there. Feel the weight of your hands, the temperature of your palms, the small movements in your fingers. Sense the fill of the lungs and the soft surrender of the belly with each out-breath. Let your spine maintain its length without stiffness. The movement back is a descent rather than a rush. Imagine bringing the tuning you encountered into your shoulders and chest like a soft cloth. Lay it over your ribs. Allow it to settle around the back of the throat and behind the eyes. Notice the subtle differences in how your breath feels now. Notice if the pace is deeper, or if the inhalations expand more slowly. This is integration. It does not require active thought. It is bodily and simple. If sleep comes for you, there is permission to let go. The work continues even as consciousness softens. Integration is not dependent on you maintaining attention. The nervous system holds what it has learned and continues to fold that learning into the patterns of rest. There is no need for worry. Rest is part of the practice. If you are staying awake, bring small movements back into your hands and feet. Wiggle your fingers. Flex the toes. Notice the quality of your muscles as they awaken to small commands. Take a gentle stretch if that feels good. Keep the sense of breath as a friend. Breathe in a way that honors the new steadiness you have been tuning toward. Before this session ends, receive a brief affirmation. You are allowed to be present without performance. You are allowed to rest without explanation. Recognition is enough. Whether the veil seemed thick or thin, whether the counsel felt near or merely suggested, the important thing is that you practiced permission. You gave your nervous system an opportunity to remember ease. If this journey resonated with you, consider returning to other sessions to continue this practice. If you appreciate these journeys, subscribe to receive more guided sessions. There is no rush to master anything. The invitation is to keep coming home to presence. Now, place your hands where you can feel them, palms resting, fingers lightly touching. Take 3 breaths with soft attention. Inhale, feeling the spine lengthen. Exhale, letting the belly soften. With the next exhale, allow the face to relax again. Know that integration continues after you finish listening. Your nervous system will carry these shifts into the spaces between your activities. If you find yourself unsettled later, remember the simple anchors. Breath, weight, contact. Return to them. If you have strong concerns about mental health or trauma, it is wise to connect with a trusted professional for support. This practice is a gentle complement to care, not a replacement. When you are ready to move on with your evening or to sink into sleep, honor the pace that feels correct. You may choose to drift now, to let your breath deepen into rest. If you remain awake, carry the quality of calm recognition with you. Slow steps, softened jaw, open chest. Integration is subtle but real. It happens through repetition, through kindness, through the willingness to stop doing and to start receiving. You are safe. You are held. There is nothing to prove. The counsel beyond the veil, however it appeared to you, offers recognition that helps the body remember its own capacity for balance. Let that recognition settle softly into your system. If this helped you rest or shift, like and subscribe to, join more journeys like this. Come back whenever you need to remember how to allow. For now, let your breathing be gentle, your body heavy and held, and your mind allowed to drift.